All right, joining us now to talk more about this is Kelsey Reinhardt. She is president of Catholic Vote. Kelsey, good to see you, my friend. I want to get your reaction to that. You know, Charlie wasn't, as we said, not just a political figure, a leader for the conservative youth movement, but he was really a devout Christian. Talk to us a little bit more about that and how important that is.
Absolutely. I mean, Charlie's unique gift was combining his deep Christian faith with his unapologetic defense of America's founding values. He really understood that faith and politics are not enemies, but allies in the service of the truth of the human person in the political sphere. And so his Christian faith, he took it everywhere, to the ends of the earth, including to the political realm. And I think he's a witness for us today about the combination of those two important integral components of our life.
Yeah, and he spoke specifically to the youth. I mean, he really went out there, college campuses and high schools, and tried to evangelize to them. Just kind of talk to us a little bit more about that. And that's really something that made him so special.
Yeah, he was a bold witness. He was courageous and unafraid, and he really didn't settle for the false neutrality of moral positions that people in our culture often do. And we see that there's a lot of convergence between faith questions and political questions. Oftentimes they're asking the same thing, you know, how do I live well? How do we order society? Where do I find meaning and fulfillment? And, you know, in speaking to kids on college campuses, he was unafraid to challenge them that grace and truth might also mean calling out evil. And he did this on a number of issues. I think it was controversial for him to say the things that he said, which were simply just recognitions of basic truths that we know, that men are men and women are women and sexes can't change. But I think that the young people respected that boldness and that courage in the proclamation of truth.
Yeah, and I know you wrote a little bit about this on X. You had a post there, and you wrote this. You said, Charlie Kirk was targeted for one reason. He spoke the truth without fear. He defended faith, family, and freedom with a clarity and courage rare in our age. His death is a stark reminder that hatred, when left unchecked, festers into violence. And I know that you've probably seen it, Kelsey. We all have all these people online cheering about his death. It's really despicable. How did we get here as a country, and what can we do to bring things back and course correct?
You're absolutely correct. America woke up the day after Charlie Kirk's bold political assassination, and they realized that they had a cancer, and the cancer was very advanced. And that cancer is hatred. And the solution cannot only be political to this problem. If it is, it will be a disappointment and it will fail. It must also be spiritual. And I think it's no accident that Charlie spent his life talking publicly about faith and politics. And I think it's no accident that just 2 days previously, President Trump announced an initiative called America Prays, asking the nation during the 250th Jubilee to come together in groups of 10, 1 hour a week, and commit to praying for the soul of the nation, for a recovery to our Christian beginnings. And I think that there's something to the timing of both of those events and the life of Charlie Kirk. I think that the solution has to be in part spiritual, although we also need to continue fighting and speaking in the political sphere.
Yeah, and Kelsey, do you think we're in a spiritual battle right now?
I do think we're in a spiritual battle right now. I think that there's certainly the revelation of the depth of the evil within the hearts of these people who have blamed or celebrated the murder of Charlie Kirk is evidence of this. And I think that there's again, you know, certain things that we can do to fight this evil, and many of them are spiritual. There's no doubt that from Annunciation Catholic Church shooting to the violence that we've seen since the Dobbs decision, since the overturning of Roe versus Wade, there's a resurgence of evil. Catholic Vote has tracked this. Bricks through crisis pregnancy centers, burning of churches, now shooting of children at mass, now the assassination of the face of the free speech movement. I think that evil, Charlie Kirk had a tweet about this actually years ago. It was a famous quote from Winston Churchill, right? When good men do nothing, evil prospers. And we certainly cannot be silent in the face of this evil. We need to return to our roots as a country, including free speech, but also including our Christian beginnings.
Yeah, and well said, Kelsey. Thank you so much for coming on. Appreciate it. God bless.
Thank you, Tracy.